I heard someone say recently that you cannot heal in the same environment that broke you. The same place, the same person, the same friendship dynamic, the same family dynamic that traumatized you, that broke you, that hurt you, is likely not going to be the same place that you gain your healing. I've noticed that there are a lot of people who move to different cities, out of the country, away from their family for a time. What just came to my mind when I said that is pilgrimage. Probably not the appropriate word, but the reason why it's popping into my mind is that oftentimes those people leave home and leave from where they were rooted because they need to uproot and get some understanding about who they are, what they like, what works for them, what does not work for them, from style of dress, eating, politics, religion, identity, relics of identity. They have to go away for a while to heal, or at least to understand who they are. Some young people want to go away for college. That sometimes is the spirit knowing that it needs to have a respite from a family cycle. It does not mean that that family system was toxic and all of the scary things that we hear in social media. But sometimes the spirit knows the medicine that it needs. Bringing it back to the main point, because I'm going off into something else, my bad. The environment that has hurt you is never going to be the same environment that can put you together to heal you, that can grow you in its natural form. You have to get away from that. Take everything that you've experienced from that environment, transmute it into something that works for you, and then that begins to be a part of your healing process. I'll give you an example. Sometimes people are in different relationships, and maybe in that relationship there is some type of infidelity, there is some type of deceit, lying, stealing, something in the relationship, whatever it is, that deeply hurts the other person or both of them in that relationship dynamic. People tend to have the belief that they need to find that person, go back to that other cheating partner or whoever that was, and get them to tell them why they hurt them, and that the person who hurt them is going to actually have some restoring words, restoring ways of being to heal the person who's been broken. Same in family dynamics. Sometimes there is a deep wound related to some type of deep chronic abuse that's happened, some deep chronic trauma related to gender, body, physicality, something very, very hard. Narcissistic parents who have their own trauma, but they will not go get help for it. So they just kind of stay in that toxic place of hurting and abusing other people. Those people, if you're waiting for them to tell you that they hurt you and they're going to do better and ask you for forgiveness, if you're waiting for that to happen before you heal, you are enslaving yourself or imprisoning yourself to a life of limitations, because rarely are we able to go to the people who hurt or harmed. Are you able to go to the person who hurt and harmed you to have them give you healing words, healing advice to restore you? Because those people, those circumstances were there to shape you, and people have to make their own decisions about how they heal and change. Only a healed, healthy person can then say to someone, I'm taking accountability. I'm taking accountability for what happened. And I want to let you know that what I said to you, what I did to you, that was incredibly dangerous to you, and I am sorry. That rarely happens. I don't think I've met too many people where they've had something like that happen. And that's for a reason. So sometimes you have to uproot yourself, go to a different place and heal yourself. Maybe even return to that family dynamic or that friendship or that romantic partner and make a decision. But that pain, that chronic stress, that is a real thing, and it's an important thing to consider. So again, the main piece at hand that I want to draw attention to, you can't heal in the same environment that broke you. Something has to change, something has to switch, and it requires you to be brave and audacious, but I think you can do it.